What's up? How's it hanging? It's me, the one, the only, Don Johnson. Coming to you today from Fultonville, New York. It is Saturday. I am bored. I have nothing to do till tomorrow. It's been a long, crappy week for me, pretty much. I went home for 2 days. When I went to leave, my truck was stuck, which I made a video of. You guys probably might have saw. And then, because I was going to be 2 to 3 hours late getting to the shipper, I lost my Kansas load, which would have been 700 miles. And it pissed me off because they've sent me there several times in my past 14 months with Knight to pick up loads that were a day late picking up. And I had plenty of time to deliver it, but for some reason, he took it off of me, which screwed up everything else because he had me pre-planned to go to Missouri from Kansas and then back to Ohio, which pretty much would have had me busy all weekend long and making great money. But instead, because of that and because I was stuck, and then also when I got home, I opened up some letters that were from ING. Now these people are the ones are part of the benefits that they collect money from my paycheck, Knight deducts from my paycheck and forwards them money for some extra benefits like accidental death or accidental injury or long term, stuff like that. And there was 3 letters with different amounts on each of them, almost a little bit over $300, saying that my services are cut off and they have to receive money by the 16th. Well, I didn't have no money. I don't make that much money. I don't know. I'm just cursed, I guess. I get rolling good for a few days and then something happens, whether it's my fault or the company's fault or a combination of, or just whatever. Anyways, I couldn't pay. I couldn't afford it. So I called the company the following morning because this was at 2 a.m. when I saw it. And they told me to call somebody else in corporate. I did that. I left her a voicemail because she wasn't in the office yet. And then I called her all throughout that day, and I called her all throughout the next day, and still no answers, no nothing. Then I told my dispatcher the following day, I said, hey, you need to get a hold of this person for me because I can't get through to him. And this is a deadline thing. It needs to be resolved before the 16th. And it took another 2 days, and I finally got a response back from my dispatcher with the person online. And he's like, she could say, oh, I'm busy. I've been busy for 4 days straight. I don't believe that. Oh, you might be busy, but I know you're not busy from the moment you walk into your office to the moment you leave to avoid looking at voicemails. I mean, I'm sure she had a lot of free time. Maybe a few minutes here, a few minutes there that she could have been used to look at her voicemail. I mean, most professional people, when they first get in the morning, they check their voicemail. Alright? So I really got pissed off at that because there's no excuse that it takes 4.5 days to respond to my issue that I was having. So anyways, she said, well, just fax me a copy of the letter. I said, I tried telling her it has to be taken care of today. She said, well, just give me a letter and we'll see what we can do, which I find it's hard to believe because she deals with them all the time, I've been told. So she should have the numbers to ING handy, and she should be able to call without the letters. But I called my girl up who was at home, and she faxed her the paperwork, but I never got no call back by the end of the day, so I have no idea if she was able to resolve or not. If not, then I lost all those extra coverages that I wasted so much money paying into, which hopefully there's some way I can make, if they cost me my coverages, Knight should be forced to pay me back since they screwed me out of my coverages. All that money I paid since January, they should be forced to pay me back somehow since they screwed me out of my coverage, in my opinion. Which we'll deal with that if they don't get my stuff reinstated. On the other hand, I noticed on my pay stub they haven't deducted anything from me since March 11th. All of a sudden they stopped taking money out of my check. They didn't pay nothing. No Blue Cross, no dental, no nothing. I've been just, I don't know what happened. And I didn't notice it until I had these letters that pointed out because I only pay attention to the money I make. I don't usually look at all my deductions because who wants to see the money you're not taking home that's already spent? So, I'm teetering about that. And then, like I said last year, I lost my loads because I was going to be 2-3 hours late to shipper, which is BS because I picked up there hundreds of times late before and I was still going to be on time for delivery, but nothing I can do about it. And then I'm still TO'd at night for taking away my old piece of crap and giving me another piece of crap that has 220,000 miles already on it. Still has the old piece of crap dinosaur Qualcomm in it, which I can't stand for the life of me. That's the only thing I hated when I first got hired on one night, is that they still using the dinosaur Qualcomms. Because they're annoying. They don't speak to you. You can't listen to it while driving. None of that stuff. So you gotta listen to that beep until you get time to stop. Alrighty. So anyways, they gave me a load that went to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I picked it up the next morning, drove a few hours, and then I got tired, so I didn't get it delivered till midday yesterday. And then he gives me a 240-mile piece of crap run that was a water load. I was gonna have it delivered by midnight yesterday, but because he gave me another load right after that, was only able to pick up till Sunday morning, which is tomorrow, and it was only an hour and a half away. So I took my time getting up to Family Dollar in Rome, New York. So I'm not getting no money this weekend. So with that being said, I want to get to the Appalachian Trail. I got my hiking gear. I picked it up when I was at home. I'll make a video later showing you it, and I might be going hiking here a little bit around town with it on. And so when I got a load, when I pick it up tomorrow, after sitting around for 30 hours doing nothing, I'm gonna probably turn in my truck as soon as I get to Indianapolis after I deliver, because I want to go on the Appalachian Trail, even though I got no money, so that's gonna hurt. It's gonna be hard to figure out how to make it work, but I'll figure something out. Even if I have to hitchhike out to the Appalachian Trail and leave my car at a friend's house or something, I will. And the other possibility is I might just go home and try to get another job lined up. There's a company I'm thinking about switching to called Raven. I saw it from the Little Trucker and Trucker James Trainer. They show that their trucks got refrigerators, and Trucker James showed his truck has an AP unit. I mean, an APU, but inverter, power inverter, a nice size one too, to run a microwave and stuff like that. And that's standard. That's really going to appreciate it. And they claim that they get like 2,400 miles typically on average, so that's good. That doesn't mean they run too hard. It doesn't mean they run too light. So that means they're going to have a steady paycheck if that's the case. So I'm going to give them a call Monday and see. But the only thing is, I noticed they require hazmat, which I don't have that right now. But if they'll let me give me some time to get a hazmat endorsement, then I would go over there. And I don't know if I'm in their hiring radius exactly, because I live in Michigan, up in Flint area. So, but I'll move if I have to give them a try. Plus, they claim they have a $1,000 sign-on bonus if you're willing to be one of those drivers that stay out for at least 2 weeks. So, yeah, I'm really looking at them, and I'm really thinking about saying goodbye tonight when I get back to Indianapolis. Maybe I'll just stay gone for 3 weeks. If I go to the trail, maybe I'll just tell Night I'll be back in 28 days or something like that. If I go home, then I'm probably going to be looking for another trucking company like Raven, see if I can get hired on. So, on the other side, when I went home, I left my girlfriend and my dog home, so I've been having to readjust being by myself, doing things by myself. And it's weird because when you need something while you're driving, you can't just say, hey, honey, can you get me this? Honey, can you get me that? No. You got to do it all yourself when you make a pit stop or something. Or if you forget to leave the back little windows open and they're annoying when you're driving full speed. So you got to pull over, shut them yourself, you know, stuff like that. But, yeah, let's see if I covered everything I want to say. I talked about lost my Kansas load because I was stuck. And then I am stuck here for like 30 hours. I'm losing no money. He said he would hook me up with some extra pay, but he didn't come in today, so I don't know when I'm going to get the extra pay for lost time. I still hate this truck. I got screwed out of a new truck. I should have got a new truck in theory, but for some reason they put me in another piece of crap truck. And they had new trucks available, but I'm not good enough to get one of them. I saw at least a dozen of them sitting there, waiting to be finished. I know they started to get decals and that, but they could have waited another week and give me one of those trucks once they finished putting them in the books. is BS to stick me, a well-experienced driver, 14 months with them, and yet there's other drivers with 6 months or less with the company who are driving the new trucks, and there's drivers with way less experience altogether driving in the new trucks. Meanwhile, I can suck the piece of crap that has the steering wheel off-centered, has a cigarette lighter that doesn't keep powered up, and has a weird noise with the power steering, and there's a couple other things that are annoying me about it. I mean, and in the first 4 days I was in this truck, every pre-pass I had a red light, literally. I don't know what happened to this truck beforehand, but I kept on getting red light after red light after red light for every scale house for literally 4 to 5 days straight. It's constant red light. And I had light loads, I had a heavy load, I had no loads, and I was still getting red light, so that irritated the crap out of me. I only got one red light in my last truck in like the whole 2 months. So, but yeah, we covered that, and I covered about how I'm thinking about calling Raven if I do go on the Appalachian Trail or go home this coming Monday. Because I want to check them out. Oh yeah, and another news is, while I was home, we went to the movie theater. Since I passed my DOT physical and got a 2-year renewal, and I found out I had lost at least 18 pounds minimum, I said, okay, we can have a pop for the movie experience. Well, my girlfriend loved it. She enjoyed it. I couldn't stand the pop. It tasted funny. I went through Sprite, root beer, Coke, Sierra Mist, and Pepsi. None of them tasted good. I don't know what it is. I guess my taste buds turned off to them or what. So I think I kicked the habit of drinking pop, which is great news for me if I have. And, yeah, we were pop-free for at least 6 or 7 weeks. I don't consider it breaking a pop-free diet because we just did it that one night. And I didn't like it after all, so I don't really consider it. Yeah, technically we did restart it, but technically it was just for a special occasion, so I don't really count it against me being pop-free. And, yeah, so that about does it. I'm Don Johnson, and I thank you for tuning into my show, my channel. Please subscribe, like, and share my video if you would. And if I do make it to the Appalachian Trail in 2 to 3 days, I'll have plenty more video and footage to show you. I have me a backup charger, so I can do plenty of recording. This will hold up to 2 charges worth of juice in my phone. So, anytime I got footage on my phone to record while I'm on the trail, I got plenty of juice to do it. And then when I get to the next town, I just find a power source, charge it back up, upload everything I got, and then post it. Till then, have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye. See you later. Don't do that. I saw that. Bye-bye.